Why is it so funny to see your favorite celebrities being kind of bad at their jobs? Hey guys, I'm Rebecca from Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 hilarious comedy movie bloopers. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. That means we're going behind the scenes to look at big screen moments caught on camera that broke the cast, went off script, or derailed production in the best way possible, resulting in unplanned hilarity. Let's see. Number 10, The Other Guys. Have an Arnold Palmer.
Arnie Palms. Have one.
I'm good, thank you.
All right.
On paper, pension embezzlement doesn't exactly scream rich comedic potential. But mix in talent like Will Ferrell, Rob Riggle, and Damon Wayans Jr., and something is bound to happen. And looking at the bloopers, it did. The gag reel is littered with alternate takes and lines, that's to be expected, but the big takeaways are this. Car scenes provide hilarity, and Will Ferrell breaks everyone.
Don't laugh. Dude, don't laugh. I gotta live with that every day.
Will Ferrell simply being there seems to be enough to set Mark Wahlberg off, which must have made for a long shoot, but the SNL alum even manages to crack the comedic genius that is Steve Coogan.
Why did you make that face like that?
Occasionally, Will even breaks himself, but can you blame him?
I was so full of testosterone, I actually killed a coyote.
Number 9, Bridesmaids. It's a film written by funny women and packed to the rafters with yet more funny women. Thousands of blog posts, think pieces, and thesis statements have paid tribute to both its pop culture importance and hilarity.
I'm excited and I feel relaxed and I'm ready to party.
But for as much funny as was packed on screen, there was still funny left over. The gag reel is loaded with the expected blown lines and prop fails, but there are some more unique gems on the table as well. Like Michael Hitchcock using Kristen Wiig as a human mannequin, positioning every part of her, and we mean every part of her, just so.
Come on. Get it together. Just for once. There. Get it. There you go. There you go. There you go. Up. I can touch him. I know your mom.
Or how about that mood-killing blooper of Wiig and John Hamm in the bedroom repeating their notably unarousing sex directions?
Copy that.
Fast pounding turn.
Fast pounding, flip her over.
You got it, babe.
Play with her hand.
Number 8, Superbad. Superbad is legendarily funny and infinitely quotable, and yet there was plenty of funny left on the cutting room floor.
Changed your name to McLovin? McLovin?
There are naturally blown takes, like when Jonah Hill is interrupted by the cell phone he forgot to turn off, or sneezing during a run of teenage sexual wisdom.
They're women, Evan. Okay, they're not little girls anymore.
And prop failures, like when Michael Cera's vomit machine begins gurgling. But the best of the best comes from the McLovin storyline. Aside from the underlying awkwardness of knowing Christopher Mintz-Plass's mother is behind the camera during his sex scene, as he was underage at the time, it's Seth Rogen and Bill Hader's largely improvised ride-along rambling involving cream of wheat, Sherlock Holmes, and a semen database that makes the DVD worth buying. Number 7, Young Frankenstein. We don't need to vouch for Young Frankenstein. It is frequently cited as one of the funniest movies of all time, has been entered into the Library of Congress National Film Registry, and is listed as significant by the United States National Film Preservation Board.
Alive! It's alive!
According to director and co-writer Mel Brooks, he was relegated to strictly off-camera roles so as to keep the comedy from breaking the fourth wall. But what breaks most in the bloopers is Gene Wilder.
I don't want to spoil anything. I just want to top it all off with something.
One would think, having written the film, Wilder would be prepared for the silliness he and the cast had to spew. And yet clip after clip features our star barely keeping it together. Mind you, Marty Feldman did not help much.
Stop that!
God.
Number 6, The Hangover. With the likes of Ed Helms, Zach Galifianakis, and Ken Jeong in the mix, you know there's funny ahead.
You're not really wearing that, are you?
Wear what?
The Hangover even earned itself high praise from the legendary Roger Ebert. But still, yes, there are laughs and gaffes that never made it to theaters. In them, what you really get is a look at how the leads, who were casual acquaintances at best coming into the project, barely keep it together around each other.
And she thinks we're in Napa Valley.
Oh my god, that's so pathetic.
Having a bachelor boys wine weekend.
See?
You also get a beard full of peanut butter, an extended shot of an old man in tidy whities, documented proof that a baby in sunglasses can break Ed Helms, and Mike Tyson's odd obsession with the concept of action.
Action, action.
Oh, I mean, quiet.
Number 5. Smokey and the Bandit 2. Many of the bloopers here come down to Burt Reynolds confidently blowing his dialogue, such as when he mistakenly thinks Sally Field is feeding him lines rather than reading her own.
When do we get started?
It's my line. You say whenever you like.
Whenever you like.
Jerry Reed also wanders off script now and again, but for a session guitarist, he holds his own.
That's right. Now what I say.
However, as they say in Hollywood, if you have an elephant in the cast, there are going to be laughs. And Cora, the Asian elephant who plays Charlotte, delivers by trying to push Snowman's truck out of a shot.
You're pushing the truck to Georgia. Come on. Come on. That's right, you old fart. Go the wrong way. Come on.
Jackie Chan would later run with the idea of showing bloopers during the end credits, while the "When Do We Start" clip inexplicably made its way into the bloopers for Anchorman.
What are you doing? What are you...
I guess we'll go back to doing what I do best. Show off.
Number 4. The Rush Hour franchise. Bloopers with Jackie Chan are always sure to involve something broken. Choreography, props, English, bones, or a mixture of them all. The gag reels from the Rush Hour franchise are no different. The first Rush Hour proves Chan can backflip, but cannot handle a gun.
Don't move. Don't smile.
With Rush Hour 3, we learn that he thinks movie cops have been yelling cheese all these years. But while he occasionally trips over a word or two, Chris Tucker is no better in English or Cantonese, much to Jackie's amusement.
Anything goes wrong, you bust in there and act like you are LAP, la la.
He cannot speak English.
Unlike Chan, Tucker also has trouble remembering to turn off his phone, what his fish is called, and his character's partner's name.
His name is Lee, goddammit.
Look, Lee, we would love to see that. We would love to see that. What would Lee?
Number 3. 21 Jump Street. Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum might be the top build, but when it comes to the blooper reel, the real stars are the supporting cast.
Why are you just standing facing your bookshelf? I don't know where to go.
Even while blowing lines and rambling about manly tasks, Nick Offerman remains an institute of understated comedic genius.
Let me tell you what I can do that you can't because I'm a man. Balance a checkbook. Kill a bear. Make love with a partner, male or female, to mutual completion.
Rob Riggle's obsession with his kicks and kicking skills brings the laughs as well, but it is far and away Ice Cube who has the best line of the entire clip. After seeing how many lines and takes the lead's flubbed, you can really understand his frustration, and that just makes things all the funnier.
Don't you got a line?
Sorry.
Number 2. Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues. The first Anchorman had enough cut material to spawn an additional film. Literally. While Anchorman 2 did not do the same, there were still plenty of laughs that didn't make it past the edit, for obvious reasons. There's Christina Applegate failing to survive Will Ferrell's silliness. There are kittens throwing down to Rumble. And you better believe there are rivers of, well, there are rivers. And we also learn why you should never cast Steve Carell against Kristen Wiig.
What's your favorite fan girl?
Green girl?
But there's more. There's concrete evidence that Paul Rudd can indeed break Will Ferrell to tears, and that everything's made just a bit better by adding Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. I stand by the fact that everything is better with Tina and Amy. They're not in our number 1 entry, but somebody who was in Anchorman 2 is. Who can it be now? Let's check out some honorable mentions and then we'll find out.
I got a pinch sciatica and make your lumbago look like ice tray.
Hey, is he?
Yes, he is.
Thanks for coming all the way to Baghdad to go to the hospital.
It's cheaper here.
It's cheaper.
Yeah.
They have good doctors.
Took one right out the window.
I know, I saw that. I figured we danced.
Oh, it's mine.
Yeah, it's you.
She's cheating on you.
Robert De Niro couldn't look like Kid Ramsey.
He's such a diva.
Number 1. Liar Liar. The brains behind Liar Liar found that the only way to end Liar Liar was with even more Liar Liar. Featuring a very much in his comedic prime Jim Carrey as a loose-with-the-truth lawyer denied his greatest talent, the premise was as poised for moments of laugh-out-loud hilarity as it was with equally hilarious botched takes.
A goose.
Naturally, Carrey delivered on both accounts. People, including Jim himself, just can't keep it together when Carrey goes mining for comedy gold. However, the standout may be Swoosie Kurtz's out-of-character burn at Carrey's expense.
Your Honor, I object.
You would!
Overactor!
Shut up!
But with his $20 million paycheck, it likely didn't sting long. Fun fact, Young Frankenstein was actually my parents' first date, so without it, I wouldn't exist. So thanks, Mel Brooks, I guess? I don't know. Let us know in the comments what your favorite bloopers are. Be sure to like and subscribe, and check out these other videos to keep the laughs going.